What's up, gamers? Time for an episode of Fatterday Saturday. So today we're gonna actually talk about some new heroes that's dropped, some that I haven't even mentioned yet that dropped previously that I kind of want to talk about. So this is gonna be kind of more of a me talking video as opposed to action. I mean, I'm gonna show you maybe a little bit of action, but not a whole lot. I've already the I'll tell you right now that the guild season is done. I think we were ranked like 508 or something like that as far as overall, and we got our prize off, which was cool. So right now we're in a new season. As a matter of fact, well, let's check and see if we won our last fight. I think we lost, to be honest. So let me see. Yeah, we lost. So I get my consolation prize. We're up against a really good team the last time. They just had a lot of like a lot of their best teams had like two like level 44 lords and like three level 47 knights characters. So that kind of makes sense. All right, so basically, what I want to do is I want to go to the codex and then talk about a few heroes. I want to give you kind of my opinions. You know, how do I think they're going to be good? You know, all that good stuff. So one person that I failed to talk about, I think, a while back was this guy, Stone Artist Jake. I don't recall ever talking about him, but we're just going to go over him briefly. So basically, his passive ability increases the defense of all allies by 50%, which is actually pretty strong. So that makes him a good tank already. Additionally, becomes immune to Petrify debuff for 6 turns, which means he's good in certain scenarios as well for adventure or whatever other side thing that you can do. Actually, I think he's good against one of the world bosses, if I'm not mistaken. So that's pretty cool. One of his active skills, it protects all allies from damage one time. This effect also applies to ignore armor, piercing attacks, which is really good. Additionally, decrease cooldown by 15 seconds. This effect also applies to I'm Fabulous, which is his other active skill. So this is pretty good. There's another hero that has this kind of ability that pretty much protects everyone from damage, but the only difference here is that one, it blocks you know all kinds of damage, and decreasing cooldown by 15 seconds is pretty strong. That's actually really good. And the fact that it applies to another ability means that when you cast the other ability, I guess that same thing happens, which is even better. So let's look at the other ability. Inflicts 200% physical damage on one enemy, increases the enemy skill cooldown by 20 seconds. So that's pretty cool. So what I'm kind of liking about Jake is he has the potential to be in a team that could be really stall heavy and pretty strong. Because now we have 3 heroes with the ability to increase the enemy's cooldown. So right there, you're gonna see some interesting strats. I'm hoping in the future that I see some teams that actually have all 3. I mean, don't get me wrong, it'll be annoying to play against, but I wonder how good it'll be. I honestly think Jake has potential just on its own. I mean, like I said, he's a good tank. I mean, the passive ability alone qualifies him to be a good tank, in my opinion, just because of the debuff or the increased defense for all allies by 50%. That's really really strong. So the other his active skills really are just added bonuses. So he's a good tank. I think you should definitely invest in him. I think he'll be worth it, and I think you're going to be seeing him quite a bit in arena. Another hero that we have not discussed, only because I believe he's the newest hero, Pascal. Now, I haven't really looked him up or anything. I had the chance to actually make one of him, but I chose not to because I'm actually focusing on certain people. But his passive skill increases lethal attack rate by 80%, which is not bad. Becomes immune to all damage 5 times. That's actually pretty good. And this also applies to ignore armor and piercing attacks. So basically, he's sticky. He's not going to die for a while. So that's actually really good. His first active skill, he becomes, or all allies become immune to 5 target AoE attacks for 2 turns. And this is for an active skill. That's interesting. Increase all damage inflicted on enemies by 40% and decrease defense by 40% for 2 turns. I'm going to say that's interesting. I don't know how good or bad that's going to be. Um, a lot of the best teams don't necessarily use people that have a lot of 5 target AoEs. I mean, Gipperang's someone that does 5 target AoE, I believe, on one of his abilities. And there's a couple others that are popular, but not many. So the whole AoE thing, or stopping 5 target AoE things, it's decent, but I don't know if that's really great. But increasing the damage inflicted on enemies by 40% and decreasing defense by 40% is not bad. That's pretty good, actually. So, yeah, not bad. Second active skill inflicts 80% magic damage on 3 enemies 2 times. Additionally, inflict 2,000 fixed damage. Piercing will take effect and reduce the enemy's buff duration for 2 turns. I think that's interesting. That looks like a heavy damage dealing skill, and yeah, he's gonna be kind of a beater. It looks like. I can see him like lowering your defense and then just dealing you a crap ton of damage. Like that's actually kind of strong. So he might be a force to be reckoned with. I'm not really gonna be in a hurry to push him, but if you're interested in a new hero, he might be worth pushing too. Not gonna lie. Um, I'm trying to think of anybody else that I haven't talked to you about lately that I meant to. There's nobody new here or here. Mm-mm, no. Okay. Um, Also, I want to mention that I finally got Ren. I'm just going to find her real quick. We're going to go to My Heroes. And I think I made her 6 stars recently. I have to double check. And I'm not sure what her avatar looks like. Oh, there it is. Okay, she's only 5 star right now. But yeah, I got Mirror's Master Ren. I've got her at level 30 plus 5. I'm just needing to make the elements to do it. I have the elements to do it, I just haven't done it yet. But I finally got her from the special summon board. I'll kind of show you. Basically, through, I think it's contents, and yeah, special hero summon. Pretty much, I had to. Right now, my total summon shows 45. I had to go through, I believe it was 42? No, 43 summons in order to get her. Basically, meaning that I basically each day picked 2 heroes. I paid 10,000 gold for the first, and I picked 40 rubies and 40 topaz for the second. In my opinion, this is probably the easiest way to get a Warlord in general. It is very costly. You will have to be using your dedicating a lot of your rubies and topaz for this, but I think it's worth it. Because honestly, I really don't use my topaz for anything else anyway. I used to use my topaz and save up 150 to get like Transcender Fina, but now that I have a lot of level 40 heroes, it's just not even necessary anymore. And the game's been really generous with other things, other ways to push your creatures. So I just haven't really had a need to push for Transcender Finas. Matter of fact, I think I still have two that I haven't even used yet because I'm kind of indecisive on who I'm going to put it on at the moment. But yeah, the special hero summon board for me personally has been the easiest way for me to get them, and I have been able to randomly get my four lords as well. As a matter of fact, you may have seen them as I scrolled through earlier, but I also did get another. Here he goes. I got Karma as well, and I actually pushed him to 6 stars. So he's already where he needs to be. I mean, he's only level 1 at the moment, but I mean, I can give him to 30. I just haven't worked on him yet. But he's already up to 6 stars, so that's pretty cool. I pulled him just randomly. I pulled him out of those free packs. As a matter of fact, you go to Summon Shop, and on the right side where it says 3 to 6 star hero for 30 rubies, I had a free one, and I kind of tapped it, and then it just gave it to me as a 4 star. I was like, that's awesome. So yeah, I mean, I pretty much took it. Um, so definitely. Oh, and while we're here, if you if you don't want to do my special hero summon thing because you think it's too much chance, and it is. I mean, you're not guaranteed to get the four lords you want, but by doing my strats, but I do get it at least half the time. But anyway, if you don't want to dedicate your rubies to that, the next best thing to use your rubies for is the special hero summon. Do the 3 to 6 star heroes for 250 rubies. Basically, you get 11 heroes. You're guaranteed at least one 4 star. Typically, I get 2 or 3, and then as you keep spending the 250 rubies, there's a bar in the bottom left that you can see that has a chest and there's a meter. My meter is almost full, which means if I spend another 250, I'll probably get to the next rank. Those rank chests that you get once you fill it up are worth it. I've gotten 6 star hero selectors, just all kinds of good stuff. So these are absolutely worth it. And you can honestly just tap, I think, on the question mark and it'll tell you. So, for example, if I get a B ranked reward, I can get a 5-star element selector, a 6-star hero selector, Transcender Fina, Unlocker Leia, or a 6-star Flower Rice Cake. Those are all good items, and this is at the lowest rank, by the way. So just keep that in mind. That it's worth spending the 250 every time, and then eventually making this meter on the bottom left go up. Absolutely worth it. So, all right. Well, I guess I should show you some action, right? So let's do that. What do we have in store for you today? I think we can do a little arena. Oh, apparently the season ended. Okay. So I ended up in platinum. I didn't get to the next rank. I was only in the tier three. So, which when you're in tier three, you're in that's the bottom tier. So you get demoted one if you're in the third tier. I think if you're in the second tier, you also get demoted. I could be wrong. And if you're in the first tier, you just maintain um, that rank. So getting my prizes, and now I'm back to gold. So I guess you get to see me from here. Oh, and for those who don't know, if you want to know, who the top players are playing, it's really easy to see. If you can tell, because I haven't really shown this off yet, but when you're looking at the arena, it shows you the top five right there. Now, to get to basically that good, you just have to play a lot. That's really what it boils down to. You have to have a decent team, but you also have to play a lot. You have to actually spin rubies and keep attacking. So I don't do that, which is why I don't ever go too far. But yeah, this is their team, and they usually show you what they're playing in arena. So this is Karma, Tio, Spike, Ren, and Pascal. So this person's already using the new guy. Apparently, he's seen potential in this guy, and maybe it's actually working out. Like I said, I think Pascal's good. It's just that right now I'm focused on other people, and I don't want to just spread myself thin because no one will ever get there. But yeah, and then the number two slot at the moment, they're using Karma, Tio, Spike, Ren, and Pascal. So another person running Pascal. I don't know if they're running him just to test him or if they're running him just because he's that good. Like I said, he just dropped recently, so And yeah, it's kind of weird that they already have him at level 40, but they probably have a lot of resources since they are a top player. So it kind of makes sense that they would have him already at the 40. So that's what that is. We'll keep look. We're just gonna look at the top five teams. As you're gonna see, the pattern is it's mostly four lords and seven knights, um, with Pascal. So here is Karma, Tio, Spike, Ren, and Pascal. So yeah, a lot of the same heroes seem to be used by all these people. I think I just looked at this one. Yeah, I did. And then number five is Karma, Tio, Spike, Ren, and Pascal. Wow, so they're all running the same team, huh? Already then. Well, I guess we're gonna go and fight in my lowly little rank of gold here. That's right. Last time I was showcasing Yuri, and Yuri actually did well for me. Even off screen when I kept playing, Yuri was giving me lots of wins, so that's pretty cool. So I'm actually gonna use a support hero. I don't typically use support in arena unless it's Alice, because I actually do like Alice, but for the most part, I steer clear from the rest of them. But we're gonna use Lena this time. Just to kind of give you an idea, basically, she decreases attack and defense of all enemies by 25%. She can boost our damage by 50% for 2 turns, and she heals us for 60% of her magic for 2 turns. Now, I just noticed that we need to unlock a slot, so we'll go ahead and do this little number because I can afford it. And I might as well, do it right. So we're going to give her a dragon armor so that she's not too squishy. And we're going to get her some jewels. Ladies like to be equipped, right? You're probably thinking, you're not even paying attention, you're just equipping anything. I get a lot of these. I still have a ton of 6-star jewels, as you can see. I can afford to just kind of splurge, so don't worry, I'm not being wasteful here, I'm not going to need to move things around. I don't have any extra accessories yet. Accessories are the rarest thing for me to get, only because I don't really farm for them. I just let the game give them to me for free, because the game is very, giving. So I don't really push for that. But yeah, there you go. She's, not badly equipped. Dragon armors, dragon orbs, Rudy shields, and 3 6-star jewels. What more can you ask for? So she's gonna replace our friend Miss Yuri, and let's see if she does her job in supporting. And I apparently completed a quest. That's the thing about this game. You can like do random things and just complete. Oh, okay, because I unlocked the slot, so I get a free 4-star of Yui. Yay! Anyway, so I actually have my Yui at 38, I think. So I might push her to 40. Who knows? All right, so let's fight, ladies and gentlemen, against Stooger. Stooger. I don't know. Let's move my little head thing over. Oh, if you notice, my Dellins has a different look. Basically, because the season has ended, I now have a new costume for Dellins, Guild Guardian Dellins, and I think it looks pretty cool. So I'm keeping it.
Blood is in the air!
Everything is a butterfly's dream.
Goodbye, Chris. God, I love the Chow. She was so good.
Blood is in the air!
Yeah.
Eye of the storm!
You bother me.
Yeah, this is going to be a pretty easy win for us, as you can tell. We're just waiting for Gipper to croak over. And, he'll be dead soon since Black Rose lowered his buff duration. There he goes. Quick and easy.
Silence. Arrive.
Huh, Lita even did her little saying at the end. At least I guess she knows she's being showcased. That's awesome. Against Tech Volta. That almost sounds like I'm trying to say Tech Volt, like as a Japanese accent going Tech Volta. But anyway, I'm not here to insult anybody's heritage here. I actually respect the Japanese culture a lot, so I just do stupid things like that. I ignore my ignorance. The main reason I'm still using Black Rose is just one, she does, get rid of buff durations, but the bleeding is really the main thing I have her for now. That bleed damage is strong. There we go. Goodbye, Chris. Unfortunately, Lena's a little bit dazed right now because she's daydreaming about her favorite, anime. We'll say that. And if I had to explain to you why I'm still using Nezza, you got some problems. There we go. And we'll just do the usual fight that we normally do. So we got 2, we got 3 more left, and we'll be done with this video. I want to give you guys a little bit of action, not just a bunch of me talking. Against Kemco. As you can tell, Lena actually is not bad at all. I mean, basically, she usually starts off boosting your offense, which really comes in handy. And she can eventually heal you if need be. It just hasn't been a necessity lately, or she's been, dazed and confused.
Fall.
Which is a movie I'm not trying to advertise right now.
Fall. My turn.
There we go. I like how Karen went to the trouble of reviving him, and then the child just kills him. There we go.
Cease to exist. Meet your end.
That's right. Cease to exist. Your end. Alright, so I got 2 more fights to show you guys.
Straight to the heart. Bang.
Follow my
Followed by Pow.
mimes have
Against Lord Pops. Alright.
Yeah.
So again, Lena's very consistent starting off with the boost. That's a really good thing.
Grim Reaper
Oh, goodbye to Chris.
Is a butterfly's dream.
That is absolutely what you're here for, Nichao. Absolutely.
Cease to exist. Meet your end.
Too bad Gipper wasn't in auto revive mode. She could have got them both at the same time. Got a twofer.
My way.
But I'm okay with that. That and Black Rose with his glory has buff duration for 2 turns, and now he only has 1 turn to stay alive. So that still worked out.
Cease to ashes. Grim Reaper arise.
I try not to talk too much during these fights so you can actually hear the voice acting. 'Cause I actually am trying to decide if I like it or not overall. It seems to be okay.
Follow my
There are a few misses here, but I'm alright with it. And for fight number 5, so far we're 4-0 against Nurkiolos. And I'm sure I butchered that. He's using Bane? Not Bane, but, oh, what is his name? I forgot already.
Eye of the storm.
I can't think of the other guy's name. Is that one in all that armor
Is a butterfly's dream.
in the front there?
Burn all your sins to ashes.
I don't know why he's using that in gold. I mean, it does have like death moves, but he's about running a spotter, really. Ooh, that was rough. Oh, hey, it's that new guy we were talking about. We're actually fighting against him. Wow.
Fall.
His animations look pretty cool, guys. I don't know if you've been paying attention. That was awesome. I really love the cinematics from their attacks. I really do. And boom, I believe that was fight number 5, ladies and gentlemen. And we are victorious, 5-0 in the gold rank. And Lena has actually not been bad at all. Just to let you guys know, Lena was actually supporting like the way she should. Started off with the offensive buff, provided the healing when it was needed, which wasn't really that often. But overall, Lena was not bad. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go and end the video here. And we'll see you guys next time. Take it easy.